What's up YouTube? Today I thought I'd do a video on the Rossi 357 revolver. Now, I've always had a really good impression of Rossi firearms. Actually, my grandpa owns two of these, this one, and then he has a smaller snub-nosed revolver, and they just shoot well. I own a lever action that's made by Rossi, and it shoots very well. It is rough around the edges, same as this. If you're used to a Smith & Wesson revolver, this might feel a little bit cheap to you. Locking it in feels a little bit rougher. Sometimes when you're ejecting shells, you'll have a couple of them hang in there and you have to kind of push really hard or pull, whereas with a Smith & Wesson they tend to all fall out. But if you can look past this, this is a $300 gun and it looks phenomenal. Now, if I had to say one bad thing about Rossi is its lack of aftermarket products. For example, the grips. It came with this rubberized small grip that made the firearm look weird. Just not proportional, and it's always been a complaint when it came to this one. On the smaller framed revolver, it didn't look so bad, but on this one, it just looked goofy. So I ordered these for my grandpa for Christmas, and I had to get them all the way from another country. When they came, I had to hand fit them to the frame, and it wasn't perfect. If you look on this side, there's a hole in the frame that's exposed that is supposed to be covered up by the grips. But they were so close and they looked so nice that I didn't want to mess with it and risk damaging the grips. Once you put these wood grips on, man, does that just change the look and the feel of this thing. It looks beautiful and it feels really good in my hands. It's not top heavy anymore because those rubber grips really did not have any backwards weight, whereas these wood ones actually do a little bit. Still a little front heavy, but it feels a little bit better balanced and it looks way better. Now, this is a very accurate firearm and it has phenomenal sights. It has a white outline in the rear and a red line in the front. I really do like it. It stands out very well when you're at the range. And it is a very accurate firearm. So if you don't have the money to spend on a Smith & Wesson, but you still want a revolver, this is not a bad option. I actually really do like the firearm. It feels like a Smith & Wesson, well, control-wise, because the button for releasing the cylinder is right there where you would expect it if you're used to Smith & Wesson. The trigger pull is great, actually. It's not too bad. It's actually a pretty nice double action trigger, and the single action is just beautiful. Now I will say my grandpa does own one of these, but it's in 38 special and it's a snub nose, and it has one of the worst, I mean it's not rough, but it's a very heavy trigger pull, whereas this is more of a comfortable double action trigger pull. My grandpa's owned this thing for probably about 3 years, and we've shot probably a couple thousand rounds through it, and I can tell you it is a pretty good firearm. Yes, it's a little rough around the edges, but we're not having any parts breaking. We're not having anything going out of timing. It is a well-built firearm. I love the sights. I love the finish on it. It's not perfect, but I think it looks nice. I really do like this firearm. Go for it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed taking this thing out, and I really love the way it looks with those wood grips now, and I'm actually proud of it to have it on video. So they make the firearm beautiful. I actually want to shoot it now. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming up. Hello, I'm a man round. I make your fun go away. Yay! You jackass.